Hey, it's Rachel from the Life Facilitator, and I'm going to do a plan with me today in my traveler's notebook. I have DIY'd a insert. Also, we got to take a moment for the pockets. I'm in a old and unfortunately dirty Webster's Pages standard cover. And I decided I started using a yellow paper house, old, undated insert. And I like it. I don't like the days of the week, how the days of the week look. And Coco Daisy was having a sale on inserts, and so I grabbed myself a few of the blank inserts, standard inserts that are it's just grid. And I was like, maybe I could make my own planner setup with this insert. So I just kind of tucked it in between the insert I was using. I'm just going to take it out. And I'll show you how I've set it up so far. So in perfect me form, I have started this like 2 weeks between, like the week. Wow, let me try this again. I started using this on Monday, the 20th of October, which makes the monthly a bit weird. And so what I decided to do was I just put the last 2 weeks of October up top and then started November and then flows into December. Honestly, I probably like this more than the way most monthlies are set up, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So I have my first week set up here. I have columns and then stacked Saturday and Sunday. That is just my preferred way. I don't tend to have a lot of to-dos and things on Saturday or Sunday, and so I don't need all the space for that. So this is how this week looks so far. And then I have the brain dump for this week on this page, the brain dump for this next week on this page. So I'm not losing any space, which is kind of nice. I love having the brain dump. If you've been watching my videos, you know that I do a brain dump at the beginning of the week, and that brain dump relatively determines my must-dos for the day. Well, actually, no, that's not exactly true. The brain dump is to get it out of my head so that it is not taking up valuable space. And then some of these end up as must-dos for the week, but a lot of times some of these things this was like one of those weeks where I just didn't have a lot of extra time, and so a lot of these won't get done, and none of them are urgent. So, and that's fine. So must-dos on the top, my hourly section here, and then my maybes on the bottom. And as you can see, a lot of my maybes did not get done, and that's why they're maybes. And so next, so this is the week I'm going to set up. I'm not going to do anything to the brain dump because I'm not there yet. I did add this section on the bottom here. My parents and my brother are coming into town, and so these are some ideas of things that we can do together. So brain dump for this week. It gets a little hairy as it goes on. Like some of the weeks they don't align. It doesn't matter. We're going to try it and see how it goes. But I really like the idea of having my brain dump very close to my weekly spread. All right, so let's set up this week. I'm going to use Coco Daisy's November. I've already forgotten the name of this kit. Oh man, it's been a while since I've looked at this kit because we get the kits almost 2 months in advance. Moss and Mirth, that's what it's called. I'm going to use these to make the days of the week. So we'll start with this. And I love having such a simple weekly setup, but this continuously is my favorite way to plan. Having columns that I can either do hourly or not. Having a section on the bottom either for extra to-dos or, as you saw here, some like decoration. And then the stacked Saturday and Sunday. This is my go-to, and it also is super easy to make. If you're wondering, the column widths are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 7 grids across, and then I don't know, I sort of guess on the bottom. As the insert goes on, I go up a little higher so that it's right above the staple. Literally doesn't matter, but they are roughly 7 across, and that works. It is, I'll show you as like what fits in it. So this is a classic cousin sticker, and so it is meant to fit inside the columns of a Hobonichi cousin, which is slightly more narrow than a like Happy Planner column. So it's like 1.45 or something like that. So as you can see, these stickers fit really great in here because of the stacked Saturday and Sunday. Leaves a little bit more width. So it's basically like a scaled down Hobonichi cousin. Okay. A lot of chatter. So we start with putting the days of the week. And as I am doing this, I wanted to talk a little bit about this system that I have been mentioning in multiple of my videos recently of just having the Braindump must-do maybe list. And the idea is that no day, just because my brain is telling me something is like must do, you have to get it done, you should get this done, whatever, doesn't mean that is true. We keep our must-dos small, and we protect that space. We protect the must-dos, and then we are generous with our maybes, but also remembering that maybes are exactly that, maybes. They may get done, but they also might not, and that's fine. I'm going to use these dates from the planner kit. And, oh, you know what? I could probably, well, no, that's fine. So that's the idea of the I'm going to use these instead. These are my favorite, these little dots. Ooh, they're so cute. That's the idea with the must-do maybe list. And for me, at this point in my life, most of my schedule is pretty similar week to week. And so I already have a sense of what are my must-dos and maybes each day, because it doesn't really change that much. And so it's easy for me to predict when something's going to become a must-do or a maybe, or when it will become a must-do. So I'll show that now. I'm going to use, that seems fine. So just for a quick setup, no more than 3 must-dos. And again, this is just so that I'm not overtaxing myself in a day. And I will say often what doesn't get put on within must-dos are like mini tasks, so things that take less than 10 minutes. I don't need to be putting that in my must-do list. That actually often ends up in my mini do's. So must-do, maybes, mini do's. Oop, you know what? I probably didn't need that for Saturday, but that's fine. Okay, so for example, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Coco Daisy, where I run their blog, has posts that go live. And so that means that they have to be done Monday, Wednesday, and Friday in order for me to schedule them for Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. So a Monday task that is basically always a Monday task is blog posts. So blog post for 10. Oh, we got a little cat. Hi, little cat. I see you. Somebody said in a last video they want to see Widow Cat. And maybe at the end of this one we'll show your face. How about that? Okay. So then blog post here for 30 days in September, April, June, and November. Yeah, okay. And then here. So they are must-dos for these days, but if I get them done before that, amazing. That's great. But I've already decided that those are the times I get those done. Another Monday must-do is connected to, I am an executive function coach, which means I help students work on time management and planning and organizing and emotional regulation and goal setting, those sorts of things. So for one of the students I work with, I put together a homework grid for him. And so that is something I have to do on Mondays because we meet on Mondays. So that is always a must-do for Monday. You get the idea. Okay, let's set up the rest of this. And I want to add something here. And I love, these are just so fun, these little washi stickers. I will be honest, I'm not a huge fan of mushrooms, so those probably aren't going to get used, but they might get used as like a layering element. Oh, that one's fun though. I do like that. So I'm just pulling out the ones I might use. Okay. I really like this one, and I will likely put it here or here. Actually, ooh, there we go. I'm going to layer these two together so they will look like that. But see, these are super thin, and so when you're in a bound notebook, man, these are great because they're so thin, they don't they don't bulk up your insert at all. And then on right here, I'm going to put November. I wonder if I have I feel like I just saw, oh, there's a November, but I don't want that. I'm going to use one of these. Nope, too small. I need a bigger one. I need like a label. That's what I would ideally use. Let's peruse. Let's see what we've got. Okay. We've got November there, but that's too small. Maybe I'll do it with the, oh, hello, November. That's too big. Okay, we're just going to do November with these. Let's make sure that we have enough. Clearly, I've liked these. November. Okay, we have enough. Okie dokie. And so as the week goes on, I will add more information. but it's nice to have this set, like this part of it set up ahead of time. It's like Thursday. It's not that much ahead of time. Okay, and that will go here. Cute. Oh, I would probably put those too. Oh, nice. Oh, that's really satisfying. And then I might do, oh, see, this already had the idea, but that's okay. Maybe I'll do one. I have this, so I'm at home and I have this rolling cart that basically lives right next door to like next to the table kitchen table where I actually now do a majority of my planning. And it is so nice having this little rolly cart. Oh, maybe I'll do, ooh, you know what? I'm gonna do washi. This is like all the stuff from, this washi. Ooh, and I kind of want to use one of these as well. My cat has like a spidey sense when I am like about to do anything that involves where I like need her to not be distracting. She's like, ooh, so you want me to be distracting, right? You want me in your face. Okay, we're gonna use this absolutely stunning washi. Okay, and we won't do the other side because you won't be able to see it. And then the top, these lines I'm gonna do with the Tombow. She's so chatty today. She's always chatty. Oh my gosh, this cat. I've never met a cat that is so vocal. From the moment we wake up in the morning, she is telling us her stories. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, I love that. That looks so nice. I have been thinking as I'm doing this, and tell me how you feel about this as well. So, social media in general has been a bit of a dumpster fire recently, and I have been wanting, I miss the era of social media where I actually felt inspired because I actually saw other people's stuff. And I have been thinking about, like, how do I get back to seeing people's stuff so that I can actually be inspired by it? Okay, I'm going to pause my own thought for a second. I did an hourly last week. I don't know if I need this, or at least maybe I can make it smaller. I don't know. I didn't love this. So I think this week I'm just going to do a today section. And I know that the only thing I would likely have on Monday is my executive function session. And then, what did I just use? Oh my gosh, look at. Anyways, I'm going to go back to that thought that I had, which is I want to figure out how to see more like inspiring stuff on Instagram. And I don't know if it's just like I need to like put out the back signal and like ask people to send me things that are inspiring them right now. But I am just Okay, hold on. Bruh, this cat. Okay. Anyways, what I was saying is I just want to see more content from people and be inspired and have social media be a place that has joy, at least a fraction of the amount of joy that it is pushing in really on the opposite side, where it seems to only be pushing bad stuff and, you know, stuff that makes me just sad and mad and all the other things. Anyways, so I've been thinking about that, and I'm trying to figure out, like, what would it look like to, oh, I have 2 sessions on Monday, to just like ask people, like, send me what you're working on so that I can actually see it and, like, I don't know, write a comment and say that's awesome. Anyways, rambling. Is that what time we meet? No, 5:15. And then another one at 5. So this is every week. This is how I'm planning. I am always writing in the things I know, and then I go back, add in my brain dump. From there, each morning, decide if I don't already know what my must-dos are, and then maybes on the bottom. What else am I missing? Oh, I have, I'll leave it blank because I'm not exactly sure what time it is, but I know it's happening on Wednesday. And I'm going to move this one down because, oop. Okay. All right, so that is the week relatively set up. And then as the week goes on, it will start to look more like this, filled in with all of the info. And yeah, this is it. So thanks for watching. And if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you are interested in learning more about executive function coaching for either yourself or for a person in your life, make sure to check out my website. Thanks again. Bye.